doing now is you can get autographed signed copies very, very soon. I think it'll be on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, everything. I think we're going to be launching everything on March 17th, it sounds like, right?
It sounds like it. Yes, I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'm hoping everybody will love this book. It is a good book. It's got mystery and suspense and drama, and of course a love story. That's I read the ending the other day, and I made myself cry.
Okay, so then people have to go purchase that. So March 17th, all the books will be available at minavalentine.com for a autograph signed copies. And then also, which is really exciting, is your latest book will be out on March
Right,
17th.
right. That's the
St.
one.
Patrick's Day. So let's talk about what was that? How important was St. Patrick's Day during that time period? England did not like Patrick.
No, they weren't too crazy about that. No,
They didn't celebrate it for sure.
no, they didn't. No, the Irish were kind of looked down on, and the Scots too. I mean, and Scotland was a part of the United Kingdom, but for the longest time they looked at them as their stepchildren.
Exactly. I mean, but what's crazy?
It is.
The crazy is how popular St. Patrick's Day is here in the United States.
Oh yeah, it's bigger than the one in Ireland for sure.
Really?
Yes, we have tons more people from Ireland of Ireland descent.
Here,
It's a
then
big deal, very big deal.
it sounds like it's a really big deal, and I just wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a big deal. Um, Unfortunately, none of my characters are from there.
No, but again, it's still celebrating England, St. Patrick's Day. No big deal, really difference, right?
Well, I'm sure they've come to embrace them like
So
we do.
do anyone, if you go to, let's say, London, will they celebrate St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know. I haven't been there. I'll have to check it out. I want to go. I need to go. I've written about this. I've studied I know the streets. I know the buildings. I know everything. I probably know more about London and England than people that are born and raised there. I just want to see it. I've heard mixed reviews lately about the landscape is changing a bit because of the influx of foreigners into the country.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, but I'm sure they celebrate it everywhere. Now, what is the history of St. Patrick's Day? Why did they start celebrating St. Patrick's Day?
You're asking the wrong question.
You're a historian.
I haven't studied Ireland.
It's
Maybe,
interesting to see the story of Guinness or wherever the Guinness book of Guinness, I forget what it's called, is on Netflix, and it's interesting to look at how Ireland just couldn't stand the Guinness
Book of
family.
World Records.
No, Guinness, like alcohol.
The what? Alcohol. Oh,
Yeah, Guinness. Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, it's crazy
They
to
don't
look
like.
at. No, they don't like each other. They didn't like each other at that time, and then they finally, I think, the getting it into the Americas has helped, where Guinness ended up getting so large as a beer. But
Wow.
it's all interesting. But no, I think that celebrate St. Patrick's Day by reading these books, especially if they had someone. They must have had some Irish descent. None of your characters did.
No, no. They're all English, dyed in the wool, um, with a long history. They're all titled, so that's got to go back quite a ways. Um, but I think, no, I have some minor characters in the book that are from Scotland, and they have that brogue. Um, and it's fun to write that. It really is a lot of fun to write it, and then to look up the words, certain words that they use even today. and see what they really mean and how they're spelled. I love that. I've got a whole book on their dialect and the interpretations.
Exactly. So it's exciting times.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
And
So
they might
I'm
not have known it at the time, but the turn of the century was a big deal back in the day. All the things that they were inventing, all the way that all these societies were merging, the advent of the automobile came. It's somewhere in that early era. Bicycles.
everything.
Yeah. It was a cool time. Bathrooms, a toilet, um, yeah, a washroom, or they called them washrooms, water closets. That's what they called them, water closets. And do you know that um, people on blueprints, architects, they still call a bathroom a water closet? It's still written in as a water
I
closet.
did not know that.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. Yeah, when we were doing this house, and the architect brought the blueprints, and I said, "What is this? WC? I don't know what that is." He said, "That's the water closet. That's a bathroom." I said, "They still call it that?" Yeah. So that's how I found out about that. You see my heart monitor? Look,
No, I didn't see that.
see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I got a
So
heart.
yeah. But
I could,
everyone needs to pick up the book. That's
yeah.
for sure. Go to minavalentine.com. But I mean, the autograph copies, what an opportunity to get an autographed signed copy. Go to the first book, purchase the first book, and move down the ladder through all of them.
Yes, I think anybody that would pick up any of the books would enjoy them. And that being said, I think starting at the beginning is a great way, but it's not necessary. They're all standalone books. You just get
Exactly.
to know the characters a lot better when you read them from the beginning.
All right. MinaValentine.com. Appreciate it, Mina. And
Thank you.
remember, the book will be available March 17th,
Right.
St. Patty's Day. All
Yay.
right. All right. That
Right.
was a special Simon.